Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in the AMX AC 48 tank destroyer on Overlord. As you can see, the enemy team had a little bit better team than us, but I don't have that. I gotta get right. I'm not liking this. I mean, it's okay, the aim mod that I'm using right now, but I like the other one that you can get off Aslan. It's called DG's site mod. This one's alright, but when you go into this mode, it looks like you're like in a robot or something. I don't know. But, so I'm going to change that. So, sorry about that if it's annoying. But anyways, I was going to set up out back here at first and do the normal tank destroyer setup. And we stay up here for a minute. We get a shot off. And then some of the enemy tanks start pushing down on the beach. And I decide to go down there and I think it was the Lorraine 40T went with me down there. We kind of stuck together all the way along on the beach. And I was going to come up right here. And I thought, you know, if I do that, I'm going to come up right behind these guys. I'm better off going up the A line. And then I can use, there's a rock back right there at A5 that I can use to cover myself. And plus I can get shots, you know, on these guys a lot easier and not be so, you know, close to them. Anyway, so we hit the Panther 2 for 431, got a nice hit. Average damage on this gun is 400. And a lot of people forget that this is an auto-loader. You'll see somebody you'll get a shot on them, and then they'll think, haha, and they'll pop out, and you put 2 more shots in them, and they're like, oh shit, I forgot it was an auto-loader. You get 3 shells in this one, the tier 9. You get, I believe you get 4 in, maybe only 3 in the tier 9. No, you get 4 in the tier 9, and then you bump up to 5 or 6 in the tier 10. But anyways, I haven't played this in a long time, and I really like my tank destroyers. They got wicked guns, really good frontal armor on these ACs, but a lot of people that aiming, watch this, boink, almost roll it. I'm like, come on, Slick. This aiming gizmo right here is the easy, obviously weak spot, plus this has got a hatch right there and that one back there. So this has got a couple easy spots to pen. I only had 2 shells loaded, so I didn't want to go balls deep on this. I should have waited for it to shrink all the way in. I missed that shot into the dirt. Then I shrink all the way in, and we put it right through the P44 Pantera's turret. Then the Lorraine 40T is over here. He's clipping out on one. He finishes him off. He starts clipping out on the other one. Unfortunately, he starts taking some damage because obviously the P44 is an auto-loader. He takes one more shot, and I thought, screw that. I'm not going to sit here and watch him just die because I know he's loading right now. So I thought, the hell with it. I'm going to come up here and take the hits for him. And the Pantera shoots, misses. I ram into him. 269 off myself, 333 off him, and then I shoot him for a whole bunch. And then we finish him off. So we did 333 damage with a ram, 340, 385, and 342 with 3 other shots. And unfortunately, those were all low rolls because it does 400 average damage. But I kept the Lorraine 40T alive by going up there. I wasn't loaded yet, but I wasn't going to have him get knocked out while he was loading because obviously then I'd be up here, 1, by myself, and 2, if I can take a hit for somebody and I've got a lot of health, I'll do it. So the only damage we've taken so far was when I rammed the Pantera. He damaged us for 269. And you'll see at first I was going to come up this hill here because I was seeing the Panther 2 and the Lynx 6x6, and I'm thinking, I can go up there and knock those guys out. But then I looked up here and I saw these guys might be right here, and they'll have shots on my butt. So I thought, nah, let's go the far road. And the Lorraine did the same thing. He, you know, him and I were kind of stuck together there, which worked out for the best. Now, when I come up this hill here, there's a whole bunch of stuff right here that I'm going to have shots on. So I'm loaded with my ammunition. And you'll see as I'm coming up the hill here, there's a UD-03 right there. I thought I shot him with a HE round, but I guess not. I didn't shoot any premium rounds, but I think I accidentally shot something with a HE round. Now you'll see in a minute here, as I come up here, he's not lit yet, but I just lit the Scorpion G. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm not even seeing him yet. So we hit him, light him on fire, and I'm not even noticing. And I'm all nervous here. I'm like, oh my God, I got all these good shots, and then he gets knocked out. I'm like, okay, come on, calm down, calm down. And then I look in my mini map, and I'm like, holy shit, there's a Scorpion G behind me. I just now, as you can see now, I see him, and I'm like, why is he not shooting me? He has got to be AFK, and so I'm not even gonna mess with him. I see the rounds start flying in. I'm like, screw it. I'm not loaded. I can't do anything to him anyways. I'll keep him lit. But then I saw the Panther 2 and the Pershing over there. And so the Scorpion G just got knocked out. And the Panther 2 gets a shot in on me. And I take a clutch shot, which misses. And the Pershing bounces off me front end. If they hit you anywhere in this area, your superstructure here, it's usually going to bounce. Unless they got a pretty strong premium round. But if they hit you up at this aiming, the binocular telescopes or that gun port right there on this, they'll easily pen you. So this time I'm letting it aim all the way in. It's kind of a slow aim time too, as you can see. And then I'm like, oh shit, I took my last shot there. And that's when I'd used my repair kit to fix something, and I bumped the HE shell. So, and you know, I'm thinking, okay, I'm not paying attention to what's loading right now, and I'm thinking, okay, do I want to go get artillery? And you can see I'm thinking about it. And I start heading that way, and I'm looking at my keister, I'm like, I don't know. If I pull out, they can hit me. But I pull out this way, we get loaded. Pershing's only got 66 hit points. I was wondering why I kept a constant red. I'm like, yeah, it's because I got an HE shell loaded, you freaking idiot. And then I'm heading up here, and I just realized that I've got HE loaded, and I want to go up there and shoot at the FE207. I've got 2 shells, and if I remember, it's got pretty good pen on the HE. 65. 2 shells would have probably taken out the FE207, but he ends up getting knocked out before I even get a shot at knocking him out. Or he must have hit him or something. No, our Lorraine did. Where is he at? I didn't realize he was still... Oh, wow, he got him from way over there. Good shot on his part. And before I forget, the one drawback with this, it's really good, but the aim time is kind of miserable. It takes a long, it just seems like forever when you're aiming in on stuff. But anyway, so I've noticed, I've got HE shells loaded, and the IS-3, I think, yeah, it was the only thing left. Can't get a shot on him, so I go ahead and start loading a magazine of standard rounds. He's only got 460, but the IS-3A is, you know, it's literally just covered with spaced armor, so I know HE shells are going to do pitifully amounts of damage to them. If it, you know, it's really not going to do much. So I knew I needed to have standard rounds loaded, and I knew I would be loaded before I got over there. And I was just about to rock up over here, and he gets taken out by the Lorraine 40T. So that Lorraine had a hell of a game too. He ended up getting 5 kills. I got 3, and I didn't notice that, or I would have sent him an invite and got a brothers in arms. But, well, you know, crap happens. So let that be a lesson to you. That Lorraine 40T down on the beach, if you remember, when that Pantera was just tearing him up round after round, and he was loading, if I wouldn't have popped out there, taken a hit, rammed into the Pantera, shot the Pantera, you know, and just let him keep tuning on that Lorraine 40T, he probably would have knocked that Lorraine 40T out on the beach. But being the fact that I popped out, took a hit for him, you know, got the Pantera to quit looking at him and start focusing on me. He was still alive and ended up having a real good game, 5 kills. And, you know, a big part of us winning was him still being alive throughout the whole game. So if you ever have a chance to, you know, do that for somebody, if you've got the hit points, it's always a nice thing to be able to do. I do it a lot, and I'll get messages after a match, and somebody will be like, dang, thanks for doing that. You know, I wish more people were like you on World of Tanks. You know, most of them are dicks, and I'll sit there and get, you know, shot to shit and die, and they won't even come out and, you know, help me. And I don't like that feeling when it's happening to me. So, you know, if that ever happens, if you can take a hit for somebody and save them, it's always a nice thing to do. But yeah, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats, and I'll have another match for you with the Object 277. So I will be right back. All righty. So here's the results of that match. I'm telling you guys, you could literally give somebody a brick of gold, and they would find something to bitch about that brick of gold. Wargaming has been talking about fixing the matchmaker for a very long time. They finally patched it, they fixed it, and people are still bitching about it. I mean, some people you cannot make happy no matter what you do, and it's so freaking annoying. Like, I'm going to show you something. And normally I don't go showing off my stats because, you know, like I said, I'm a decent player. You know, and I don't want people to think, oh, he's trying to show off, because I'm not trying to show off. As a matter of fact, my stats that I'm going to show you aren't even really that impressive. But just to show you, so the last 2 days I've had 36 matches, and I've only won 19 matches out of that 36 matches, 52.8% win rate. That just seems like that's where Wargaming wants you to be. Now it says average tier 7.4. Basically, I've been playing all tier 8s. Every match except for one tier 9. And I played, I think, 2 tier 6 matches. And maybe 1 tier 7 when I was teaming up with my son yesterday. But out of those 36 matches, I would say about 90% of them was tier 8. Now, out of those tier 8 matches, Matchmaker has had me on the top of the matchmaker pool every match except for 5. So out of those 5 matches, there was only one tier 10 match that there was tier 10s in that match, and the other 4, the highest tier was a tier 9. I'm telling you, this is phenomenal. To me, this is freaking awesome. I don't, you know, I love it. I think they did a phenomenal job. They deserve a pat on the back. And if people have quit playing because of Matchmaker, I'm telling you guys, get back on. Because I've been playing tier 8 after tier 8 after tier 8 after tier 8, and just literally constantly, it's either all tier 8 tanks on my team, you know, on both teams, or your top tier with all the way down to tier 6s. I'm telling you, I think they fixed it. I mean, when my spidey tingles are tingling there, my spidey senses are tingling, or my tank senses are tingling, I'm telling you, they fixed it. Because I have never been able to, I quit playing tier 8s for probably the last almost year. Because every single time I played a tier 8, I was bottom tier with 3-5-7 matchmaking, with 3 tier 10s, a bunch of tier 9s, and then a few tier 8s. And I got sick of bouncing and getting killed in 2 or 3 shots, and it's, you know, so I just quit playing tier 8s. I mean, you rarely, if you see any videos that I put out in the last year, will see me in a tier 8 unless somebody asked me to make a video in a particular tier 8. And I've been having just the best time. My WN8 for the matches, for out of those 36 matches, isn't bad. It's almost 2,000, 1986, so pretty good. My win rate would probably be a lot higher, but I keep getting, unfortunately, bad teams. But that's, you know, I can deal with a bad team and a loss just as long as I'm not constantly going against tier 10s and tier 9s. I love it. They fixed it. I'm telling you, if you quit playing tanks, come back and try it. I think you're really going to enjoy it, especially if you are a fanatic of tier 8s. Now you can play your tier 8s, and you're still going to get a smidge here and there of tier 10s and tier 9s on both teams, but it's not like it was before where 30 matches you were top tier one time, you know, 29 times you were bottom tier. It's literally not like that. Like I said, out of the 36 matches I had, 5 of them had tier 10s and tier 9s in it. So, yeah, you know, kudos to Wargaming for fixing this. Thank you, finally. But anyways, this particular match, I'm going to show you the results of it in the match. It's a tier 8, and I'm going to show you a tier 9. And in that tier 9 match, There was tier 10s, but if I remember right, I don't think there was any tier 8s. I just want to show you how whatever they did, whatever magic concoction they did to fix it worked. But anyways, this match, we ended up getting a Master Ace Tanker, a spotter, yep, and a tank destroyer. You know, something that sits in the back, which I usually don't do in anything. Fire for effect, arsonist, and a bruiser. Base experience, or excuse me, the experience on that was 3898. We spotted the KV4 and he got hit 467 upon the spotting. The Lance and C, I think a lot of people underestimate this AMX AC 48 and they forget that it's an auto loader. And you'll take a shot and then they'll pop out like, haha, and then you put 2 more shells in them, they're like, oh ho, fuck. So, you know, it's kind of funny. But still the Lance, and it hits hard too. Premium rounds, I carried like 20 some, but I don't even use them. 24 of them. Haven't had to use them yet. I screwed up and got, I think I used my repair kit or something, and I must have bumped my HE, and I started loading HE shells. I noticed it before I started shooting them, I believe, or I might have shot one and realized not my premium round, HE. Because my 3 button and my 4 button, obviously, are right next to each other, and when I went to use my repair kit to fix my track, I bumped the HE button too, and I started loading the HE shells, so, oops. But, oh yeah, so we hit the Lance and C for 320, which is actually a low roll, a low roll. Knocked out his engine. P48, 44 Pantera, we hit him 1 time for 399. 400 is the average damage on this. The other P44 Pantera, if I can say it, we hit him 3 times for 1400, knocked him out. Knocked out his ammo rack, his track, and his driver, and we bounced 1 of his rounds. The Panther 2, we hit him 1 time for 431. Really nice roll. And we knocked out his track, bounced 1 of his rounds. The Pershing, we hit him 1 time for 487. Very nice hit there. I'm thinking that might have been an HE shell. I'm thinking it might have been. But anyways, we knocked him out. And knocked out his track and bounced 1 of his rounds. And then, I always say watch your mini-map, but I was so fixed, once I came up the hill, I turned to the right, I see all these tanks, and I'm getting shots at their ass, and I got so excited, I shot and missed, and I was hitting missing shots. I'm like, God, calm down, because they didn't realize I was back there at first. And there was a Scorpion G sitting right behind me, who was AFK. So I didn't even mess with him. I didn't shoot him. Actually, I think I might have been loading. But my team knocked him out 1,150 damage because he was AFK. And just sat there and got shot to shit. And I originally spotted him. So that was kind of funny. So that shows you why even if you go AFK and you hide in the back, sometimes you still get knocked out before the rest of your team does. Because you shouldn't even have hit go. I don't know why people do it. The UD's 03, we hit him 1 time, lit him on fire. Did 553 damage. Knocked out his fuel tank and he cooked. And the FV207, we lit him up originally and then we lit him up again and he got hit for 338 upon a spotting. We did the most damage at 3,590, got 3 kills and a base experience of 1299. Looks good, but not really. We had 13 shots, 9 hit, 8 pen. I would have hit a lot more shots if I would have just calmed down when I came up the hill, and I kept, and I'm not using this as an excuse, but it is kind of an excuse. My mouse that I was using, my rat mouse, something happened and it like was connected, but it wasn't connected. So my gun, you'll see it just like cocked off to the left and I couldn't get it to work. So I had to grab my secondary mouse, which I keep hooked up in case something like that ever happens. And I started using that, but I missed a couple shots because I didn't realize the gun was, it wasn't doing anything. But anyway, so yeah, splash damage. So I think I might have shot 1 HE shell on accident, but still, it wasn't a premium, it was an HE. Total damage 3590 from a distance of more than 300 meters, 1238. We got hit 4 times, 1 pen, 3 bounce. Then we got hit twice due to splash damage. I wanted to go kill artillery, but the problem I had was being that I lit up all the tanks that were around the corner from my team. They knew, after a little bit that I'd lit them up, and so if I pulled up, I was going to get hit by the Pershing and a couple other things there, Lance and C and something else. We blocked 720 damage with our armor, spotted 2, damaged 6, destroyed 3, damage with our assistance was 1655, and we made 17,588 credits. And I did not shoot a single premium round, but I accidentally shot an HE shell, I believe. I got so excited that I saw all those enemies. I'm like, oh my god, you know, and then I about crap myself because of the Scorpion G. I'm like, you know, you get that adrenaline flow, and you're just like, whoo, whoo, and shaking, and oh yeah, so... But anyways, yeah, sometimes I usually can keep pretty calm, but that time I kind of went overboard. But anyways, so the next match, unfortunately, I don't have the postgame for. I was going to do, the match was the other day on Saturday or Sunday, and I think it was Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And unfortunately, after the match, I was going to make a video, and then my son was like, oh, can you do that later? And then I forgot to make the video, so I don't have the post-game stats for it. But it was a pretty decent match with the Object 277, if I remember right. So if you want to hold on for a minute, I will have that match coming up for you next. So I will be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are on Cliff in the Object 277. I'm teamed up with my son, who is a bringer of death in his Batchat 25T. He loves his Batchats. He loves them fast movers. And him and I talked before the match, and we decided we were going to go up around the hill here, because I've noticed there's been a lack of tanks wanting to go up there. They either go up the one line right here for whatever reason, or they'll kind of stick over here by the hill. Or you might get a fast mover that'll try getting up on the hill. But my son, I got a good chuckle at him because he took off like a bat out of hell. He's like, come on, Dad, catch up. Come on, you old man, catch up. You know, I'm like, you little shit. The 277 is an all-around awesome tank. It's got very good speed for medium, but obviously I'm not going to keep up with the Batchat. Now, he's got the speed where he can kind of keep tooling, you know, that way and get over there as quick as possible. I got to go a little bit longer route and go around the stuff because I don't want to be going up here, you know, putting along and get tore up by people that are, you know, I'll get lit up by him and, you know, get tore up by people coming up this way. There is artillery in this match, but my son's already up there. And he's like, come on, Dad, hurry up and get over here. I need your help. And I'm like, I'm coming. I thought I might be able to get a shot off here or there, but no such luck. And I'm like, don't worry, Austin, I'm coming. And, you know, you got the eyes, so if anybody even gets over there, you're going to be able to spot them, you know, if I can take a shot on the way over. But, so here comes the Patton. Yeah, M48 Patton. And my son's got him lit up, and I said, all right, I'm going balls deep. Let's just take this guy out and just waste him. So, come around the corner here. Hit him for 574. That's one thing I really love about this tank. It frickin' hits hard. So my son's going in for the kill. Patton hits him. And then between my son and then we thought, oh shit, we're in trouble. He gets hit by the Object 268-4. I said, okay, you know, back up, get out of there. I said, he's not going to come forward if he does. I said, you know, I got a shot on him. I'll just take his track off so he can't hit you. So my son gets out of there. And then basically, it's my son and I versus two heavies, a tank destroyer, and there's actually, if I remember right, more coming. And obviously, it's the VK7201, E100, the biggest hitters in the whole match, and they're all over here. So we hit the E100 for a nice 467. I'm using standard ammo. I think I do switch over to premium ammo for the VK7201K and the E100. I kept bouncing off the E100 off his front mantle there. So after I bounced off him so many times, I'm like, screw this. I'm not going to sit here and bounce all day. So yeah, when I hit him flat out, flush down like that, and I bounce, I'm like, screw that shit. I'm doing a premium. We got some help over here now. The 60 TP and the 57 Heavy are over here. My son was actually loading right now. And we did have to spam some heat shells, but we finally went through the E100 for 463. I mean, you know, I don't like shooting premium shells if I don't have to. And I shot the dirt. I'm like, oh, look, I just killed a bunch of ants. I don't like shooting a bunch of premium shells if I don't have to. But when I'm getting hit by premium shells, you know, teach their own, and a payback's a bitch. So he hits me for 726, but I was able to hit him for 493. And bounce. I was getting pissed, so I'm like, alright, screw this crap. I'm coming around. I'm like, the 268 version 4 is knocked out. I'm going to get shots on the backside of these guys. Somebody just yelled at, yeah, he was yelling at the people setting in spawn. I'm like, it's an STRV and an artillery. What is he bitching about? I get a shot on the Super Conqueror. I forgot to take it off premium rounds, so I think I end up shooting the rest of my premium rounds, which, oh well, whatever. So, we got rid of the VK7201K. That Super Conqueror was in there like a damn tick. Just dug into a dog. Get a nice shot on the... Yeah, Xella, the Super Conqueror, is just knocking the snot out of me. I'm like, every time I pull up here, he's loaded and puts another round right through me. And I'm like, how is that guy even still alive? I don't have any shots on him. I think, yeah, I was going to say, I thought I tried shooting him, but then I'm like, Jeff, you moron. He's got those armor plates around his turret, so I'm not going to be able to pen him unless I get, like, the perfect shot at that. Let me pause it real quick and I'll show you. On the Super Pershing, it's got those, or Super Conqueror, it's got those plates that go around the front of it right here. And it's got a little space right here that there is an opening there, but the back in the center humps up. And if you can hit that, you can pen it. The problem I had was it's like trying to thread a, you know, thread a needle there, because at that distance with the dispersion of this tank, I'm just not going to be able to hit it. And there's like a bunch of people over there, and I thought, okay, I'm going to take him out if somebody else doesn't, and I miss. I'm like, geez, I'm criminy. Then who's he looking at but me? And sure enough, he goes through me again. I'm like, God bless America. And I'm like, how is he still alive? And finally, somebody takes him out. I'm like, son of a bitch. I mean, I got hit by, like, I lost 90% of my health, except for the one hit that I took from the 7201K for 700 and whatever it was. Every shot that I got hit with was from the Super Conqueror. And obviously, you know, you can see where he was hitting me, because, you know, I was trying to use that hill to go up, take a shot, back down. Go up, take a shot, back down. So I got a nice shot coming at the 4005. And we hit him for 517. I think I had a premium round loaded. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, I could go through with him with a spit wad, and here I got a darn premium round loaded. So now we're back to the standard rounds. We hit him for 479. And now it's just a matter of going in and kind of cleaning up the artillery. I come around the corner here, I light up artillery, and I shoot and miss. Tell me where that round went. You know, I wonder if I can actually... There must be... there's got to be around some dirt or something there. I can't zoom in enough to see. Looks like maybe there's a rock there or something. Yeah, he's too much. Oh, I don't think I can back up enough this way. Let's try. I'm really interested to see. Oh, shit. Nah, I can't get over there enough. By the looks of it, I think I just had a piss poor shot. So anyways, missed him there, but I'm not going to miss him twice. Just waiting to get loaded, slowly but surely. He's invisible. We take a shot. Don't know how much is left. He's only got 74 hit points left. And he's it. So I know whoever's coming from our team plus artillery's going to shoot him, and they did. So I'm like, I'm going to hop on cap and get some cap points. And I get 1 cap point. Hip, hip, hooray. But anyways, I ended up getting 1 kill. Did my son I don't want to say he didn't get knocked out. Where is he? Oh yeah, he got one kill also, but I think he did more damage than me. If I remember right, I ended up, yeah, I did 4,801 damage. He did 5,000 something damage. He is so damn good in his bat chats, his light tanks like that. He is just all around a fucking awesome player. He is really, yeah, he just floors me on how good he is now compared to, 3 years ago when he was playing. I used to get a chuckle watching him. It was kind of funny, but now, kind of got me scared. Got the old man kind of scared because he's better than me. Yeah, he's actually really good. So, anyways, this is going to have to call her quits for this one. I don't have the post-game stats, but I hope you guys enjoyed this match. I was just going to show you. You'll see this if you're playing your tier 10s. You'll see a lot of all just tier 10 tanks. And I don't know if it's because of the way Matchmaker is now. And you will still get um, tier 9s and 10s matches and tier 10s, 9s, and 8 matches. Just you don't see as many tier 8s in your enemy team like you used to. And I'm not complaining. I mean, tier 10s are made for knocking the shit out of each other, so if it's just more damage, bigger damage pool anyways. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm real happy about Matchmaker being fixed. I hope you guys are too, because I'm loving it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.